Get your 5 favorite songs, Dagan?
Yes, sir.
What were they? Do you remember?
The Weight, the band. There was an Allman Brothers song.
Well, don't you know what your 5 favorite songs are?
Sounds like you're really
Dreams,
into
the
it.
Allman Brothers. Search and Destroy by Iggy and the Stooges. Rock and Roll, Lou Reed and the Velvet Underground. And then Natural Forces by Lyle Lovett.
That's a good list.
Thank you.
All right, here's Dagan McDowell now with the Fox Business Network Business Report. Good morning, Dagan.
Good morning, sir.
How are
So
you?
if I can't talk about bloating and puffiness, I want to know from you quickly, what can I talk about? Because I made a list of stuff that could come up. Rashes, because fall's ahead. Yes or no?
No, we don't want to hear about your rashes.
All right. Underwear, regardless of the size, though. Yes or no?
I don't know, Charles.
No, not if it not if the underwear and the rash thing
No.
is combined.
Okay.
Bernie, Lou.
So, no.
Yeah, that's a
All
good
right.
point.
What about...
Underwear's okay.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right. So that's a maybe.
Lou's cool with
Right.
underwear.
All right. So that's a maybe. What about the...
no bodily substances though, please.
Yeah,
No, that's not on the list. That's not on the list.
All right.
What about the broad category of boobs? Like anything boobalicious related. Is that okay?
Come on, of course.
Okay.
No, that's
You're,
not okay.
you're talking about breasts?
No.
Yes. Boobs.
No, please no.
Okay, so that's a maybe.
No, stupid people she's talking about.
All right. What about
You should be talking to us.
like a cat of nine tails or anything that hurts in a good way?
Yes.
Okay. Yes on
Well,
that.
of course, Charles will say yes to that. Having a dungeon in his house.
He'll compare him with you.
No
His
problem.
equipment.
Charles and John Batchelor hanging out together. Well, you know we're behind here. We got Liz Clayman coming up.
All
You
right,
any bits?
I got some more big engines, Tony Stewart, and then Jelly Donuts, just because I've been thinking about them lately. But I'll let you decide in the break about those. Do you want some business news?
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Speaking
have
of,
Liz Clayman coming up. Do you like her?
yes,
I do.
yes, very much.
No,
so.
you don't. You don't like any of the women there, Fox, do you?
Why would you say that?
Because I can just tell. So
Just a sense.
this is not my first rodeo. So I understand what's going on. So.
Don't
Because
start
when
trouble.
when Jenny used to be on the program and I'd bring her up, you know, there'd be these long pauses and then we had the countdown clock for Jenny. Remember that? You were furious over that.
So was Connell.
And Sim Connell, he was all that. He was in a snit. So both
Can
of
we
you.
go back to talking about boobs, please?
Sure.
Okay.
Anyway, what was the business? Now we're so far behind. It's crazy.
I
Did you
can
see
do it in
Kabuto
2
yesterday?
sentences.
No,
I was
Big
sitting at the
engines,
train station waiting to get picked up
is
at
looking
that
at
hour.
smaller
Thank you for
engines.
bringing
It's gonna
that up.
try and start
But even
pushing
if I
these
had,
new
I would not
V6
comment on
engines
his
in the
hair.
Ford
All I would say is
F-150
he has a
pickup truck
luscious,
come
thick,
fall. It's a new 300
beautiful head of
horsepower
hair,
engine,
and
for
regardless
the
of how
first
it's
time,
styled,
you'll be able to get
it
a
looks great.
V6 in its
there it
crew cab.
Well, he had a
which
great
makes up
show yesterday, the
60%
4
of
o'clock show on
F-150
Fox.
sales.
And then
It's gonna be a hard
he's done
sell.
Oh,
something.
my God. Something
Yeah.
has happened.
What does that look like? A pigeon is nesting in his. Well, what happened to his hair?
I think it looks fabulous.
Can a Justin Bieber do before
Boy, no
behind?
kidding.
He looks great. Leave him alone.
He looks like
Well,
he's got
no.
one of those plastic Devo heads on. That's what he looks like. He's in the
That's
bed.
not good.
I don't think I don't. You four fellows are not being smart at all.
Good-looking guy.
Well, something's happened, though. I mean, that's a radical departure. I
Let
had
me-
no
let me
idea what
point
you're talking
something out
about.
to you,
on that.
Dagan.
Somebody-
Neither you nor Sandra Smith watched Kabuto. We did watch
Yes.
him. We watch him every day.
Well, I'm sitting here staring.
Twice show's #1.
I'm sitting here staring at the picture right now. I think he looks great.
You should ask him to sing "Whip It."
Well, we didn't say he didn't look great. That's not the point. It's just, don't you think his hair looks different?
Yes.
You know why I saw the
It
entire
looks hip.
game?
Why?
Because
Maybe.
Because
I'm the
about
last person on
halfway
the
through the
planet
game,
who's
about
ever gonna
halftime,
comment on somebody
here
else's
comes Deirdre and
appearance
Wyatt and
on the
Austin
TV.
screaming
Other
back to
than
where I was, in Hacienda.
Yeah.
And there was a rattlesnake about the
Oh,
size,
my God. Yeah.
about as big around as Virgil, my dog, out by the kitchen door in Hacienda.
Oh, jeez.
So, and the dogs are all trying to get at it. So I had to go out and shoot it. And it's a good thing I took that. Remember, I took that course. Well, a couple of years I went down with those
Oh, yeah.
police guys learn how to shoot a gun.
Yes.
So a pistol. So the first shot with a 38, I blew his head off. It was about 20 feet away.
That's pretty good, I imagine.
And then I shot it another 20 times. And I don't know why. But I can see how.
You don't look so bad.
You don't look
Here's
so bad at another one.
Oh, my
So
Lord.
I emptied the 38, and then I went in the truck and got my Glock, and I emptied that, and that's got 9 or 10 shots in it.
God.
Wow.
And that snake was that. That was a dead snake. Then I had to haul it up to the dumpster so the dogs wouldn't eat it. So that's why I saw the game.
I understand. Jeez.
That's a man.
Yeah,
right
it
there.
is. Absolutely.
Kill this rattlesnake, watch some football,
Well, yeah.
and get some hero sex later that night. Come on, baby.
And meanwhile,
Get in there.
you're eating your cream corn and going to bed at 7:30. Son of a God! I mean, oh man.
Good night, Connie.
Put on your adult diaper and going to bed.
Don't forget to pack my sandwich.
Being sponsored by PC Richard & Son. What's going on, Bernie?
Well, the other day, Charles Barkley called LeBron James, basically called him a punk, accused him of punk moves anyway. And now LeBron James is in GQ magazine and burning bridges, apparently, talking about how he hated Cleveland when he was growing up because when he was growing up, they looked down on us, meaning him and the kids in Akron, Ohio. So we didn't actually like Cleveland. We hated Cleveland growing up. There's a lot of people in Cleveland we still hate to this day, he says. So mending fences. Did you hear about this Lawrence Fishburne's daughter, Chief?
No. Tell me.
She got into porno movies, and
That's too bad.
she said she watched how successful Kim Kardashian became, and she thought it was due to a lot due to her sex tape. So she got into it. Now the New York Post is reporting that the father doesn't want to speak to her. I'm not going to speak to you till you turn your life around, and you embarrass me. That's what Lawrence Fishburne said.
All right.
Now, if he wanted to, would you discourage little Wyatt Imus from getting into porno movies? Especially given Mrs. Imus's former career. Or would you encourage him?
What are you you tired of working? Is that the deal? Did you want to get fired again? Only this time I'll fire you instead of CBS? What's
here?
happened to you? Are you drunk?
Have you heard about this story?
Yes, I've heard about the story. I'm talking about your question about Wyatt and Deirdre, you moron.
So I'll take that as a no.
Okay, how about your daughter? You want her to get into porn? How about Carol?
Absolutely not. Carol,
okay.
been there, done that.
Leave Wyatt out of this. You idiot. What's the matter with you?
I'm just asking.
That's
People want to know.
Oh, Jesus, Charles, what do we do? I mean, I just
How about that
Just a
LeBron
space.
James story? Is that something else?
How about we cancel the Bernie briefings? How about if we do that? It's a quarter after the hour. Well, anyway, happy birthday to Brian Urey, who is Bill White's
Partner.
partner.
Domestic
Now,
partner.
pardon me?
Domestic partner.
I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. Yesterday was his birthday, but I forgot about it because,
Moron.
well, he's hardly a moron.
No, you are the moron.
Because I have other things on my mind
Of course.
than this double order of fruit salad's birthday.
That's not.
So-
No. No.
Anyway,
Come on.
they're friends of mine,
Bye,
both
everybody.
Bill and Brian. In fact, they're coming out to the ranch here next week, and how do we explain that to the kids? But anyway, they'll be here. And
No explanation necessary.
no, take them over to Butt Hill. It's their favorite spot on the ranch.
Yeah.
And I actually named it Butt Hill before I knew them because the guy we bought the property from, did I ever tell you this story, Charles?
What's the deal?
The guy we bought the property from here in New Mexico turns out was the head of the Gay Cowboy Rodeo Association out here in New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
And part of there was this little hill on part of the property that I bought from him.
Mm-hmm.
And I went up there after we bought the property, rode a horse up there, of course. And I found a bunch of old mattresses and just out in the middle of. Well, you've been out to the ranch, out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. So it'd be odd.
In the wilderness.
Yeah, to see them there. Right.
Yeah, it's not like you take a lawn chair out in the back of the house,
Yeah.
So there's some easy chairs and a bunch of roach clips and stuff and other stuff lying around.
Mm-hmm.
So I just assumed, I don't have any evidence, of course, but that they were having parties up there or whatever, because it kind of overlooks the whole vista here.
Sure.
Know?
Beautiful. Oh, God. Beautiful views.
So I named it Butt Hill.
Very good. Not Butte.
No.
But.
Or Boot. Anyway, happy birthday to Brian. Brian, this song is for Business Network Business Report, and here with that is what we have. We have Glenn Beck coming up, and we have short of time here. Here's Dagan McDowell. Good morning, Dagan.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
I'm great. If he thinks I didn't think about that little joke about 10 years ago, he is Dane Bramaged.
Oh, Greg, I didn't get the joke.
Why do you think I go to the track?
I don't know. What was the joke? I missed the whole thing.
Vibrations.
Oh, I get it.
I'm a chick. Ha ha.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
I know we're short of time. All right.
We're not interested in getting into a discussion of vibrators, by the way, now or any other time on this program. So
That's over.
All right, I'm writing that one down, too, on my list of stuff I can't talk about. Rashes, bloating. All right.
On your vibrator. So
The business news of the day. Research in Motion is denying that it has cut the price of its new BlackBerry Torch in half. There were reports out that it had gone from almost $200 to $99.99 at Amazon.com, and because of it's got not great reviews, but BlackBerry is simply saying it's a common online pricing and promotional strategy.
I have one.
But yours was free. Right.
Well, nothing's free, but yes, I think AT&T sent it to me because I'm an AT&T customer.
There you go.
And a fan of theirs, by the way. And but I couldn't get it activated. The people you talk to at AT&T are wonderful people. They do everything they can, but I couldn't get a 917 number. There weren't no numbers available. Isn't that weird?
No.
It's not?
No. So 646, baby. What's wrong with
Oh,
that?
okay. Well, maybe I'll work it out today or something.
Okay.
So, well, I liked it. Anyway.
So at least you didn't ask me about Cavuto's hair. Yeah.
What about his hair?
Nothing about his hair. I just wondered if
What
you
days-
should be the best person to be criticizing somebody's hair between you, Lou, Bernie, and Charles. Lou, maybe. But between you, Wild and Woolly, and Bernie, who has none.
Well, what's wrong with my hair?
Wait a minute. What?
There's nothing wrong with my hair. The fact that I have hair at my age is stunning.
At least we're going natural, is the point.
Yeah, I'm not moosing it all up.
We should all do that one day. Just come in like
Spike
that.
it up, you know.
Okay.
Well, when I get back, I'll have Chris do that. Spike it up for me one morning.
Oh, good.
All right, Glenn
no
Beck is
way.
next, 28 after the hour. That pansy you married, Rollo, who works at home, and you have to come into the city and take the train. Your train ride must be at least an hour, isn't it?
It's close to 2.
Close to 2 hours.
Yes.
And what do you do for the 2 hours on the train?
Sleep, not pretty, drooling, head hanging over in the aisle, head over in the aisle, leaning on the person next to me, trying not to get in a fight. That's my 2 hours in the afternoon.
And Bozo can't manage to tear himself away from Oprah, I guess, or whatever he's watching. I can't get down there to the train station to pick you up. That's crazy, isn't it?
He's a man. Men are late, period. Always late. Just like women. They
I
like
am
to blame...
never late.
All right.
I am never late for anything.
He's not going to be
Period.
late anymore after that ride we had home yesterday in the car with me driving in the 6-speed, wide open, country road. I didn't want to hurt him, just scare him a little bit. Hopefully it worked.
What was he saying?
Nothing. He was white knuckle on the door like this.
All right.
And he knew better than to say anything to me because I was in a fit of rage.
Please welcome to the program now, Mike, The Situation. Good morning, Mike.
Yo, I train. Looking good. You tanning or what, bro? Nice. So, like, as I'm sure everybody knows by now, Ronnie got arrested again. I swear, between him and Snooki, we're going to have more incarcerations than herpes bacteria in a beach house hot tub. Seriously, bro, it's very unhygienic. You know what the catch of the day is in that water? Gonorrhea. Anyway, last year they collared Ronnie for putting some Guido's lights out. Bam! 2 hits. Him hitting the dude hitting the floor. He spent the night in jail, but eventually they let him go on his own recognizance. But like this year, he gets nabbed for unpaid parking tickets. Really? Seriously, bro? What's next? Ripping a tag off a mattress? I mean, at least Snooki's arrest was for drunk and disorderly, but parking tickets? What, is he like juicing with estrogens hormones? I'm very discomforted. This is my bro. We're bros, you know, bro? I hate to see him be so humiliated. Almost as much as I hate to see the Moscow Ground Zero. That's just not cool, bro. That's like putting a tanning parlor in Harlem. That's like building a McDonald's in downtown Calcutta. That's like renting a beach house with a library in it instead of a hot tub. You had the right idea, Sneezy D. Do like the dude did at Yankee Stadium when he buried the Red Sox
what did
jersey.
you call me?
Sneezy D.
Like that.
You know, because like you're sneezing all the time.
You don't have to explain it, Mike. I get it.
Well, obviously, to you, I gotta. Remember when a construction worker buried the Red Sox jersey in the cement?
Yeah.
We should get one of the construction guys to put like bacon or a pork chop or something in the foundation. I mean, that would be awesome, bro. Right, bro? How sick is that? Hot tub. Back to you, Sneezy D.
Bernie has a briefing sponsored by PC Richard & Son. What's up, Bernie?
Well, this guy, this surgeon to the stars, Frank Ryan, he worked on this dingbat Heidi Montag and the nauseating Kiss guy, Gene Simmons, the guy with the tongue.
Yeah.
Well, he's been driving along the Pacific Coast Highway for years, and he finally got out of his car, and he tweeted yesterday, after 25 years of driving by, I finally hiked to the top of the giant sand dune. Much harder than it looks. Woo! And then he posted a picture of his dog looking out at the ocean. And a few minutes after that, he got in the car, open top Jeep Wrangler, and he went off the cliff. And the emergency people came by, and he was dead. And the dog was swimming in the ocean trying to get back to shore. So it just goes to show you, enjoy every sandwich. Terrible story. How's this for irony? J.D. Salinger, the author of Catcher in the Rye, notorious for wanting his privacy. Well, his toilet is listed. They're selling it on eBay for $1 million. So you can. I know the I-Man was a big fan of J.D. Salinger.
And you bought those big bowl things, placed them around the ranch, pieces of art.
Big bowl thing. What are you talking about?
Those huge.
You mean the pottery I bought from Benny Duran?
Those gorgeous urns.
Yes.
Yes.
And now you can own J.D. Salinger's toilet bowl from his Cornish, New Hampshire home.
What
for $1 million.
What do you and Charles do? Get together in the morning before we do the show and think, I got a great idea. Why don't I just say stuff that's so stupid that we'll just shove the I-Man over the edge?
That's it. Under the bus, over the edge.
Jesus, God.
This is in the news.
And I don't care what's in the news.
Clearly.
I mean, we're looking for some yucks, Bernie. You're killing us here.
J.D. Salinger's
The
toilet
guy's
bowl?
driving off a cliff, and I'm thinking of J.D. Salinger there pinching off a loaf. I mean, who needs that?
No, we weren't thinking that.
No.
What were you thinking?
Just as Bernie said, the irony. This very private man, and they're selling something of that nature? Good Lord.
Yeah, very good point. Well, all that's coming up.
Yo, player, you know I figured out what your situation is? You got 7 dwarf syndrome. When I first met you, you was dopey and grumpy. Now you just sneezy. Oh, boy. Hey, you hear what happened to Diddy Duck, yo?
No, I didn't.
Some woman is suing Disney World for over $200,000 in damages because she says Donald groped her. What the duck, yo? My mallet got busted, son. But it ain't gonna stand up in court because we all got these big-ass hands. You could just pat a girl on the back and unintentionally cop a feel. It ain't right, no. You know what else ain't right? This my situation. You know, back in the 60s, I went through a very revolutionary period. I joined the Nation of Islam for a hot minute. I tried to get Walt to build me a mosque. Dude flat out refused, son. But I should have known you can't express your right to religious freedom when you're in the Magic Kingdom, trying to practice as a Muslim when Walt wasn't even crazy about the Jews. New York should be glad it's just a mosque, because if Disney had their way, they'd put a theme park down there. Manifest Destiny is Disney's religion, yo. They worship the almighty dollar. They tried to get Pocahontas to open a Native American casino inside Cinderella's castle. Talk about insensitive. They wanted to open a fish and chip stand right next door to Little Mermaid's grotto. They had blueprints for a Disney big and tall shop down the Seven Dwarfs mine. And those dudes already got issues by being little. Believe that. I seen Happy and Doc on a break in Fantasyland men's room. It's a small world after all, dog. Oh, boy.
Gangster Mickey. Business Network Business Report. And here with that is Dagan McDowell. Good morning, Ms. McDowell.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
Great. Yeah, quickly, you asked me yesterday in an email, you said, does anything pleasant ever happen to you? Ever?
Yeah.
And the answer is no. Because I take the train home every day, 2 hours, and I'm on it full of men who sweat. In January, it smells like Long John Silver's if it's being served in like a frat house at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then there's some dude sitting next to me who looks not unlike Greg Buttle on the phone going, yeah, boss, yeah, go ahead. No, I'm on the train. That's okay. That is until I get near him and it turns into, what are you doing? What are you doing? Ow, 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 ow. So,
What?
I don't understand that.
you didn't?
And what's
No.
wrong with that?
Yes. What is wrong with that?
That's what you were saying, that?
I'm saying that that's how the conversation next to me goes after I get near him.
Okay. She put a hurt on him, in other
Put a
words.
hurt on him. Yes.
Oh, you did?
To
Yes.
shut him up.
Oh, I see.
There
Yes.
you go.
Did your husband pick you up on time?
No.
You know, that's inexcusable.
No.
It's not inexcusable?
You pick your battles.
No,
I'm a handful, so that's real small potatoes.
No,
in
but
the
your
grand scheme of things.
Your half a sissy boy husband works at home, doesn't he?
Yes, but he's busy doing
Doing
things.
what?
Doing things.
He should be there early.
Probably changing the dates on the expired food in the refrigerator, which I caught him doing not long ago, with a little pen, changing the date on the
Jesus.
on a jar of barbecue sauce. So, among other things.
Man, you are so messed up. It's just, it's mind-boggling. So,
No, not really. Not that messed up.
what's going on in business?
Let's talk about the HP story, a quick update on that. Ex-CEO Mark Hurd is already getting job offers, number one, apparently. And number two, the woman who accused him of sexual harassment, Jody Fisher, who he did settle with, claimed that her contract work with the company dried up when she rebuffed his advances. Really. Imagine that.
Oh.
That's my story.
So do we think there actually was a relationship and they both are lying about it now or what? What do we think?
They say that there was no intimate sexual relationship. Having driven down a similar road, not with someone who I worked with, I can imagine going to a lot of dinners with somebody and then never closing the deal. So I would guess that maybe it went that way.
How many dinners did you go to with somebody who never closed the deal?
Many.
Many.
Scores.
Well, the same person?
Yeah.
Well, did they want to close the deal?
Yeah, probably.
Well, why were you dragging your feet on this one?
On this deal.
Wasn't there, man. Didn't blow my skirt up, so to speak.
But you took the dinners, though.
So they
Well, yeah, you're taking
The
a free
dinners
food.
were delicious.
Oh, no, of course.
Of course. They could-
Oh, yeah, it'll happen someday, honey. Sure, yeah.
Meanwhile, let me see the menu.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's unbelievable.
Well, filet mignon looks good tonight.
Taking all these dinners, this poor bastard is just going home. Well,
Well, I was poor, man. I was working as a journalist here in New York City. A girl's got to, eat. Well.
That's fine. Okay, Dagan McDowell with the Fox Business Network. Did you do any business news?
Sure, the whole sexual
that's right, yeah.
blowing my skirt
Right.
up, you know,
No, okay, yeah.
harassment. You know, that's
All
business
right,
news.
Monica Crowley, who